Come to another segment of the word for today. And the word for today is perfect. Matthew 5:48 tells us, "Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." One of man's struggles is striving for perfection. Man's view of the ultimate standard of righteousness is reaching the point where mistakes are a thing of the past. In other words, I no longer do things I have to seek forgiveness for. Matthew 5:48 is a text many have misunderstood. When one takes this passage in isolation, the conclusion causes anxiety. For mankind then struggles to see how he or she could reach perfection. As for mankind, perfection means the absence of all mistakes, never sinning again. But what is Jesus saying in the passage? Matthew 5:20 tells us, "For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven." The righteousness of the Pharisees was a showman's righteousness. It was not from the heart. All that they did was to be a public spectacle. If they were fasting, they had to announce it. If they were giving offering, they had to showcase the large amount, for according to them, the more you give, the more righteous you were. But Jesus made the point that the last 6 commandments made no impact to them. In other words, they had very poor human-to-human relationships. Hence, Jesus was stating that if you really want to be perfect or complete, you need to pay attention to your neighbor. Matthew 5:23 and 24 tells us, "Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then, only then, come and offer thy gift." Jesus was stating, I don't care how much you are giving to the church, as long as you have an outstanding issue with a neighbor, I will not accept you, because your soul salvation is more important to Christ than your money. Impact point. Salvation is not about show, it is about sincerity. John Gill's exposition of the Bible on Matthew 5:48, he says, "This perfection is to be restrained to the subject Christ is upon, love to men, not to be referred to any or every other thing. Be thou perfect, or be thou complete with thy love for God and love for man." Therefore, when he declares, "Be ye therefore perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect," he is saying, love your fellow man the same way God loves them. Be perfect in your love. Let it not be to God alone. Love your fellow man as God loves them. Let's close with the context. Matthew 5:46 to 48. "For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." Love for God and love for man. The word for today, perfect.